From the towering peaks of the Karakoram to the ancient streets of Lahore, Pakistan is a land of incredible diversity and deep history. But how did this nation come to be? Its story is one of struggle, sacrifice, and an unyielding spirit of resilience. Today, we are diving into the epic history of Pakistan, a journey that has shaped the lives of millions. Our story begins in the early 20th century, within British India. The idea of a separate homeland for Muslims was gaining momentum. At the forefront of this movement was a brilliant lawyer and visionary leader, Muhammad Ali Jinnah. He argued that Muslims were a distinct nation, deserving of their own state where they could live according to their culture and faith. Through powerful speeches and tireless negotiations, Jinnah and the All India Muslim League rallied millions to their cause. The demand for Pakistan echoed through cities and villages, a powerful call for self-determination that could no longer be ignored. On August 14, 1947, that dream became a reality. The British Empire withdrew, and the subcontinent was partitioned. Pakistan was born. But this moment of triumph was also a time of immense tragedy. The drawing of new borders sparked one of the largest mass migrations in human history. Millions of Muslims journeyed to Pakistan, while Hindus and Sikhs traveled to India. The partition was a chaotic and violent period, leaving deep scars that are still felt today. Families were torn apart, and communities that had lived together for centuries were suddenly divided. In the midst of this turmoil, the new nation had to build itself from the ground up. Liaquat Ali Khan, Pakistan's first Prime Minister, worked alongside Jinnah to establish a government and create a constitution. But the challenges were immense. The country was grappling with a refugee crisis, economic instability, and the tragic loss of Jinnah just 1 year after independence. Tensions with India over the disputed territory of Kashmir erupted into the first of several wars, setting the stage for a long and complex relationship between the two neighbors. These early years were a true test of Pakistan's resolve. The young democracy faced yet another challenge in 1958. General Ayub Khan seized power in a military coup, ushering in a decade of military rule. His government focused on economic development and industrialization. New dams were built, factories sprung up, and the economy saw significant growth. This period, often called the Decade of Development, modernized parts of the country. However, this progress came at a cost. Political freedoms were suppressed, and a sense of inequality grew, particularly in East Pakistan, which felt marginalized both politically and economically. The seeds of a new conflict were being sown. By the late 1960s, tensions between East and West Pakistan had reached a boiling point. Geographic separation was compounded by linguistic and cultural differences. The people of East Pakistan, who were the demographic majority, felt underrepresented and exploited. The 1970 general election was a turning point. An East Pakistani party won a clear majority, but the military leadership in the West refused to hand over power. This triggered a brutal civil war in 1971. After months of conflict and intervention from India, East Pakistan declared its independence, becoming the new nation of Bangladesh. The loss of its eastern wing was a profound trauma for Pakistan, forcing a period of deep national introspection. In the aftermath of the 1971 war, Pakistan returned to civilian rule under the charismatic leadership of Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. His government introduced socialist reforms, nationalized major industries, and oversaw the creation of a new constitution in 1973. He worked to restore national pride and give a voice to the common people. However, his tenure was cut short by another military coup in 1977, led by General Zia-ul-Haq. This began another long period of military rule, which profoundly reshaped Pakistani society. The 1980s were a transformative decade. The Soviet invasion of neighboring Afghanistan thrust Pakistan onto the global stage, as it became a key ally of the United States in supporting the Afghan resistance. This had long-lasting consequences for the region. After General Zia's death in 1988, democracy was restored. Benazir Bhutto, the daughter of Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, became the first woman to lead a modern Muslim-majority country. The following years saw a constant shuffle between civilian governments and military influence, a pattern that defined much of Pakistan's modern political landscape, with leaders like Nawaz Sharif and Pervez Musharraf taking center stage in a continuing dance between democracy and military authority. From the partition's painful birth to the complex challenges of the 21st century, Pakistan's journey has been anything but simple. It is a story of a nation constantly redefining itself, balancing its rich traditions with the demands of modernity. Today, Pakistan is a country of over 240 million people, a vibrant mosaic of cultures, languages, and landscapes. It's a nuclear power, a growing economy, and a hub of creativity, from its world-renowned music and art to its booming tech scene. The road has been marked by political instability, economic struggles, and regional conflicts. Yet, through it all, the people of Pakistan have shown incredible resilience. The story of Pakistan is not just in its past, but in the hopeful faces of its youth, the bustling energy of its cities, and the enduring spirit of a nation determined to forge its own destiny. This is a story that is still being written, with each new day adding another chapter to its complex and compelling history. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey through the history of Pakistan. If you found this interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that shape our world. See you next time.